Hi Nicholas, how are you doing?
How are you?
Very good.
You've got exciting new launch here, the Mobile World Congress.
Yes, so we're at Planet Computers. We're at Mobile World Congress, Hall 7, stand 15. As you know, we usually make smartphones with keyboards. So this is the Astro Slide. It's the only 5G phone with a. We think it's a very nice phone. It's very easy to type and to.
How stable is the functionality?
Oh, it's very
mechanism?
stable. Yeah, it's it's solid. It's very solid. I place it on the surface. It's very solid. It's very easy to type. So very easy to type. So. And then when you want to fold it, and it goes into just like a normal mobile phone. And then you can put it in your pocket. So if you need to write longer things, longer emails, edit spreadsheets, or write Word documents, do a lot of email, anything which requires a lot of typing, this is a great device. You don't need to carry a laptop around.
Nice. And what's happening over there?
So we're launching a Linux PC. This is a fully productized Linux computer. It's called the Planet PC XR series. We have two models, the XR1 and XR2. What are the key features? One is really zero configuration. So you take it out of the box, you plug it into the Ethernet, it works. Okay, so you can really easily use. The second thing is we have this unique touch screen in front, so you can do different functions. Do media controls, take screenshots, start browsers, start shells, do copy and paste. So a nice control here. You can just create some kind of action. So okay, we can. You have something on your screen. You want to take a screenshot. You just take a screenshot. It's very, very simple like that. But also, there's some nice functions. You can have a hotspot. So the network functions are really nice. You can create a VPN link, so you can easily just select and go to a particular country. Here we're going to go and select the VPN, go to Japan. So all our network is now in Japan. We can have network disk, so you can use this as your storage appliance for the home. You can use it for your storage appliance for the office.
So you control your VPN on a little screen while you do your computing externally?
Yes, you can control, and if you have your network attached to here, all the other machines also end up being on the VPN. So it's a kind of VPN gateway at the same time. So really it's kind of productizing Linux, so it's easy to configure, easy to use. As well as, here's for example, the PC monitors. You can see actually what's happening on my computer. So here you can see, okay, this is how much CPU is being taken, this is how much memory is being taken, this is my network processing at the moment. So very, very easy to just have a look at those features, right? And here's disabling the hotspot as well. So this is kind of some of the...
How are these functionalities being developed? Is it limited to what you add to it, or is there any chance people can do stuff?
So there's a systems menu, which is kind of controlled by Planet. But there's the soft keys, which we plan to open up so you can have more soft keys and even application screens that are only dedicated to your own application. Plus, you can switch off this whole application and just write your own interface if you want, because this is just a normal screen. So the XR2 can support up to 4 displays. So you can have this display, one 8K HDMI display, and 2 more 4K HDMI displays out. One more 4K HDMI display and one USBC display out as well, which is also 4K. So you can actually have 3 big screens and the little touch screen here. So quite a nice thing. As well as that, there's HDMI in, so you can actually ingest video at 4K as well. So for people that are doing video, it's quite an interesting box as well because it has HDMI in.
All right. Can we look at the connections on the back?
I can show you some of the connections. This is the XR1. So you can see this box. So this is the smaller box. So that this has two USB, so 4 USBs here. There will be 2 more on the side, 2 Ethernet ports, 1 HDMI. So this is the XR1, but then there's the XR2, which has got HDMI in and 2 HDMI out and a USB-C, which I can show you a bit later. But actually, maybe we can show you just on the screen what that looks like. We go to the Indiegogo campaign. Let me see. Hold on. So maybe we can show you here. So there's also front LEDs, 16 LEDs. So you can see that on the device on the front. But if you look at the back, so this is the situation here. So you have, I don't know if you can see this. Let's see if I can. I'm going to go into another shot, so now we won't go there. Let's go back here, and maybe I can show the picture. So here might be a good picture of the back when it comes. The internet's a bit slow because of the whole, you know.
You can use my 5G.
You're doing better than we are, I think, on the.
I'm not sure. I hope so. I need to check if the quality of the stream is good. But so people can go on planetcom.co.uk.
Yes, and planetcom.co.uk. And if you want to back it, this is the URL for backing. We launched the Indiegogo campaign. So it's igme.gogopc, igme at.
What's the price?
So the prices are from about, I have to convert from pounds, but roughly sort of around 450 euros for the smaller unit. And then for the highest unit with, let's say, 32 gigs of RAM, it can be over 1,000 euros, but it's a very big box.
What's the performance of this ARM CPU?
It's a nice performance because it's 8 core. So, you know, you have a nice performance on the
3568 Rockchip?
Yeah. So 3588 and 3568. So you have different performances. This is the smaller one. You can see here on the. If I go here and I can go to the PC monitor, this is the smaller box. So you can see the processor. This is a 4-core. So this is the value end, the lower end of the products. So you can have CPU. And here you can see that's a 2 gigahertz. You're going to have 4 cores. And you can see the number of threads and processes running on the device, right?
Nice. That's awesome. So it looks like you could position your display on top as for that.
You
like
can do.
table.
You can do. Yes. There's a certain amount of weight. You could put the display on top as well, so you can optimize your table space as well, presuming that the display is not too heavy. Ideally, we've kind of really looked at this side more as a expansion for disk storage. So if you use it as a home network disk, then you could actually expand your storage for personal data. So that was kind of one of the things. We're planning to do an expansion module for storage.
Like there could be a bunch of hard drives or SSDs and stuff?
Yes, exactly.
It could be an array?
And it kind of creates a nice shape when you build it up.
All right. Nice. So this is targeted for the whole world?
Yes, we're looking at sort of, this is, you know, as we're getting fiber optics and we're getting 5G connectivity to the home and to the office, then the upload speeds are getting faster and faster. So with those upload speeds, right, what we're looking at is that you can have small Linux devices, small servers, more network appliances, more distributed computing coming directly into the home. And these kind of boxes will enable you to do that.
All right. Cool. And so how did it go so far with the launch?
We just launched, so still the very, very early days. But, you know, see how it goes. I think the press interest is quite high. I think we had quite a few articles already coming out. So let's see how it goes, but early days.
All right. Cool. Awesome. What about delivery dates? When people back it right now?
Delivery is planned for September, and because we already have some pre-production plastics and metal and PCBs, then we think there's a low risk of it going wrong. I think on the we'll have some units for the very early backers. We have a kind of perk, which is a early ship, which will ship in July. So that is for only a limited number of units. But it's we've already commissioned the plastics and the metal, so it's and the PCB. So
there's still a little bit of
done.
Supply issues, but the world is back to normal, kind of, or?
It's a lot better. I mean, we still have some pre-ordered chips for the Astro devices, which we're going to China to get the next production run going. So this is the Astro, as you know, and that's also ARM-based. So we are, which is our flagship 5G phone.
What does MediaTek say about this?
I think they like unique devices. I'm sure that they sometimes would probably, can't speak on their behalf, but I would say, if you look at the volumes for something like Alexa, which has the MediaTek chips, we are much smaller volume for them, so we are a more niche player. But we have been MediaTek. We've been using MediaTek on all of our phones so far, and it's been, if you look at the different experiences you can have in the industry, it's been a good experience. So.
Has there been some open source access to the GPU acceleration in some ways?
So I don't know about that. Maybe it's interesting for your viewers. I'm not sure about that. I don't know about open source as well. I think maybe some things are more controlled than others, but it's something that we haven't really queried. So hasn't come into play with us, at least at the moment. I think when it comes to putting Linux onto the Astro, that's probably one of the challenges. It will be, if we can get very fast graphics processing. The second will be, which is a more common issue for everybody, is how to get open the 5G rail. So the radio interface layer working in Linux with 5G, getting that really well to work, because a lot of the Linux devices at the moment are operating on 4G maximum. So if you take a UBports phone operating on 4G, like we have let's say on the Cosmo or on the Gemini, we have different Linux. They're all 4G. So the interface is 4G, and we take a little bit of time. I don't know where the effort is on the 5G, but that's something that for the Linux drivers to be there. Whereas they're there on Android, right?
All right. And how about this Linux? Can you tell a little bit more about the version of Linux and what kind of
So we're starting at the moment. We're starting with it's Ubuntu 20.04. So that's an LTS version, long-term support. Obviously, it's
just for future reference.
So 8-core processor on the XR2, and we've added some applications, of course, like the front end. Here, and obviously a little bit of customization on the bigger screens as well. And I think that will probably shift to 22.04 very soon. So we might even launch with 22.04, but at the moment it's 20.04. So it's pretty much we don't want to overload it with software, but we have the app that controls the integrated display of the XR. So we want to keep it. We have the Vivaldi browser. We've been working with Vivaldi to put Vivaldi on our phone, so there is a Vivaldi browser on there. And that makes it maybe also a more open than some other browsers that are out there.
Performance, hardware accelerated.
Yes, nice performance. Very good.
Nice.
It's lag-free, the 8-core 3588 chip is very lag free. So it's a nice experience.
They upstream everything.
And we've run
to
things
the
like
links.
Visual Studio Code on there, on ARM. It's a very good experience.
So it's got a performant, powerful GPU that has full acceleration on the Linux.
Well, there's Mali T610 and there's support for Ubuntu.
All right, cool, awesome. All right, thanks a lot. See you later.
Thank you, Nick. See you later. Yes,
Okay.
absolutely,
Cool.
absolutely.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Cool.
All right, thanks. So let's